don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it, although it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. I give you all of me, and you give me all.
Good evening and welcome to Love Line, your most authoritative talk show on radio, on your favorite dial 98.3 megahertz radio, Windy Bay. My name is Minister Seth. You can call me Kwame Danka. And of course, I'm your relationship coach. Tonight, anybody who has ever fallen in love will agree that when you love someone, all your rules pretty much goes out of the window. We could go out of our entire comfort zone just to make that person happy. Love is all about sacrifices and compromise, but we forget to set the limit. We forget ourselves and we throw our entire life to make that relationship work. We sometimes lose track to the extent that we don't even recognize ourselves anymore. Tonight, we have a story which reads, I have given up my 13 years for friendship for him. I had fought with my sisters, my parents, my entire family for him. I've tried to kill myself. I spent God knows how many nights crying my eyes out, hoping he will stand up for me and he will do the right thing. And while I was going through all this and fighting to make sure we are part of each other's lives, he was busy sleeping with the first person he bumped into. What I regret most is that I wasted all my energy in someone who himself I feel is a coward. Seth, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Tonight I'm asking you, how far would you go in the name of love? If you listen to the story, it's quite a touching one there. But then I'm asking you out there, the listener out there, how far would you go in the name of love? Share with us your experiences, questions, and contributions by way of SMS. You can WhatsApp us or call us on 0503 923158. 0503 923158. We are also live, remember, on Facebook at Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. Love Line will be right back after this musical break. Do not flip your dial.
Yeah, I love this. Can't suck. Let me break it down for my airway people. Yeah. Haya yimna masio kala moko boom. Basa beludi nu do prefi wano tamako boom. Babona nyawo boga plin de wama no be boom. Tamaga bu toko no vinya na bu susu. Na fukang basa baga kama nyonyomo. Nu de sabe na wala malaji jamo. Madeka hamali na dola hahamo. Ala loli abafonya de la rembo. Echi bade agomanya ochio. Eso amagade di fola mapotio. Osusu kata toto manyanuka tutwe na wana dicha yido bokobo ona yi chochi o. Efata mabum tutu susova jefa. De kaba yo fudu no na kodede. De kahaba kuku ina de kava. Vokade chibe true ala nyonyoga. Cause na usi ne kumida bashile nye pakli oji. Kane no febe sebe ayabe na iwo oji na dube dada pie.
Bia wuti mu bia wo kwade ama wa bemumbu nsuo beto ne nsuo ne tia ewia bebo nti bensu se wia se kura bepo ge busuafo be yiwa ma twedi amponsi ne ni wo ne maso ma wa komentu osu a wusu ara wo a wudie na wufre mu nyina eboro wo so ano wa shepanti ya wunya koma ye nyankopon we hu mo brokese de man ma o Kristo ne honton ne dia wada wanda wato me pono matamfo ni memra me nye ni daso waso me sa de mitwapo kokko we nya me kwan so se senya me wada so tiase dia we ni da hwan so tete botan wa ye bi pen wada so gina ne naso emfa we ni ntu wiase wo nyankopon ne tiase wo gidi ni behwe ase mpredi asan we ni mbegwase nipa besrew na wo nya hwekra na ye twewase ni di na mu wubu nkotodwa akasenya me dase senior kese to be dead in tino and so try bebre beto so kai bebi a wo fino ya kire wo dunsi ni bi fie na so wo down with chino me bompa ye won sabe ka wo die wo yesu dimu obede be pompe
so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mumbu ina pindi na ma wa kumentu ye wadi ni hutu na ne nyame so adinyi na diguano e bi ni ye so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mumbu ina pindi na ma wa kumentu ye wadi ni hutu na ne nyame so adinyi na diguano.
Looking for someone to take your sorrows all away, one to hold you tight and say everything's gonna be okay. Kai sambra will bring you now, or money huna hunemia, and yet the nights will be dry. Hold on to your faith, there will be a brighter day, brighter day. Brighter day, on the Niguma, on Sassy for Black Hole. There will be a brighter day, brighter day, brighter day, on the Niguma, on Sassy for Black Hole.
Can I say, Musa, when you're not there one in Remu, and then and go shine at the bandit to assume you know, which you never come in Mupuni boom, Fanny Jeff Piano, Seka will painting a woosting, you piano players, you know. We are saying Japadia, what I say, Yanko Pansi, Sekaya Pentian and Christopher Quanyanto Bassi, was a Yanko Pon, yes, and Chanin, I meant to us, when Yaya for and San Chanin is Sawadaso Tiasi. I saw for the Yasa Fedian Hasorimba, one Tokana Wednesday, and I say, will be ante Wonka. She said, Yasimwa will buy a dear and I will buy a crop. Nya watisi kemusu wo ya yefu awuba nya yede ya nyanko panka wanka enya wo ya Would it funny say if you be that would ya ba? We share the school where man the piano sounds upon a hooker. Now when you back at you with a dawa hame papa. Ah, Sana ya manyan kupondi yao. In Shirana Wakuma, then you will seek out. A Christopher say you never saw the Ayawa. A bayan Yamifa will want us at the show. Bring the
Won't be a brighter day, brighter day, brighter day. Onamikuma, Onsesi for black hole. There will be a brighter day, brighter day, brighter day. Onamikuma, Onsesi for black hole.
Minim say bright any pan dear, any pan dear. Yes, yeah, to see any money or how we are con dear. Silent here. Naka say, bright your cool. In Kakatan in so. Who am crown who are you? Never bringing now. Keep up alive. So I know the Babana Wabamumbu. In a pindin a Mawakumen. There were any who do not in so I didn't have the guano. So I know the Babana Mawabamumbu. In a pindin a Mawakumen. There were any who do not in so I didn't have the guano.
Looking for someone to take your sorrows all away. One to hold you tight and say everything's gonna be okay. Kai sambra will bring you now. O money who now will never have. And yet the nights will be trial. Hold on to your faith. There will be a brighter day. Brighter day. Brighter day, Onamikuma, Onsesi for black hole. There will be a brighter day, brighter day, brighter day, Onamikuma, Onsesi for black hole.
Still live radio Winnipeg 98.3 FM. The show is still Love Line with me, Minister Seth. You can call me your relationship coach. People actually call me the old ladies man. I love that. And tonight we are asking you, how far would you go all in the name of love? What are the stupid things you did in the name of love? I mean, did you bite, the lips of your partner? Because a certain lady did one some time back. It was quite an unfortunate situation. So how far would you go? I mean, what are the crazy things you've done? I mean, tell me something. The lines are 0503923158, 0503923158. Alternatively, you can also call 0332320201, 0332320201. Abembade na ye because of love. Are you be there? Yeah, then. Did you travel from Winnipeg to Accra just to meet the man of your life or the woman of your life? I mean, what did you do? Tell me the crazy things you did. Still live radio Winnipeg, and the show is Love Line. Tonight, to help me digest this beautiful topic and quite an interesting topic, I have all the way from the ICT department, or better still, the ICT Directorate, UEW. I have Mr. Boache Ajuman. He is a senior IT assistant. Mr. Ajuman.
Yes, it's
Charlie, where have you been? Gentlemen, talk to me. Where have you been? Aside being busy, you know.
Well, I think the only thing I've been is being busy.
Oh, really?
In all honesty, yes. There are a lot of pressure at the department right now because of the applications and then the admissions.
Are you done with admissions?
Applications have closed.
Okay.
But admissions
ongoing.
Are still ongoing. Yes. So we are processing the data, the last batch of
right.
Data, so.
Bro, welcome to the show.
Thanks very much.
You've been missed. Welcome to the show. I also have Mr. Alex Ajanadia.
Yes, sir.
Alex, Charlie, my man just can't wait. Alex is with the department, formerly with the Department of English. Charlie, Mr. Ajana, what's up?
Yeah, bro.
And you know, he's regular these days on our show.
Oh,
I mean,
he
brings this pies everybody is so anxious to get. on the show. Charlie, what's up? How was the weekend treated you? How was the
We
week
just
treating
lit
you?
up. We're just observing what would happen with the current developments after the declaration of the presidential results.
Bro. Something else though.
One thing that I want to put across is that in this current age,
Yeah.
we should be careful what we put out there, especially for the consumption of the public. With the internet, because I have observed over time that when these hula baloos about after the election started, most people are referring to what the
Media houses.
General Secretary of the NDC
Okay.
said in 2016,
Oh, okay, that.
relating the election results
Is
and
that
the
every something can go to court?
conduct of the EC.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny how
It's playing back now.
yes. So we just have to be careful because
it. Right.
yes, we have to be careful.
Okay.
Let me just-
So Ajana, welcome to the show one
thank
more
you, bro.
time.
Yeah, thank you.
And I have a very pretty lady
you.
in the studio. Oh my God. She's actually gracing the studio with her essence and her presence. And I mean, just come look at the studio. The place is all bling bling and shining. Watch it seem to be. His seat is so closest to the lady compared to Ajana, but then we'll talk about that one later.
Yeah,
And
sure.
she is Wayila. Is it Wayila or Walia? Sorry, I almost missed it. Walia Isa Badmus. Walia Isa Badmus.
Yeah.
Man, I love her name.
Yes.
Walia, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Wow, your first time.
Yeah.
What's the feeling like, being in the studios of Radio
Also,
in the
you
Bay?
feel cool, though.
No, I don't feel cool, but then a bit nervous. But
Oh,
then
come on.
just
Really?
a bit, yeah.
Don't be cry. It will go well, Papa.
Yeah, but you see, it's not even evident in her voice.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, the
Yeah,
the
so, you
boldness,
know,
and
She's a pro.
I can see we are in for a real good treat today.
I can't
Walia
wait.
is with the iTech PD Finance Session UEW. I think I got that right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
a little bit on that, not to interrupt. At first
Okay.
it was IED, but now it's been separated into two.
Okay.
So we have the IDEL and then the iTech PD.
Yeah.
But then the finance.
It's still the finance rule, like.
Okay.
I
Sure.
thought you wanted to find out if there has been a dichotomy with the finance sections too.
Yeah. I think something like
It
that.
has always been a dichotomy because we have the finance section that handles the regular students.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the regular
That is the
students.
iTech PD's finance office.
No, that is the finance section.
That is what you wanted to find out.
Ah,
Because you
okay.
were
Where
saying
the-
that
yes.
initially it used to be IED,
Yes,
and I have IDEL and then iTech PD.
yes.
So he wanted to find out if you have IDEL finance office and then
Yeah,
iTech
iTech
PD
PD
finance
Yeah,
office.
yeah, sure.
I know we do have such. Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that the case? That one I don't know.
So you are with the iTech PD Finance Office.
Yeah.
Okay. So Walia, welcome to the show.
Thank
It's
you.
a
Thank you.
great pleasure having you on the show. So lady, gentlemen, grateful for joining me today.
You're most welcome.
I want us to
welcome.
do
Grateful
this
for
straight.
hosting us too.
Watch it.
Yes, yes.
Do I need to take this one? Okay, let me pick it from Ajana.
Okay.
Then I think I'll. Ajana, first off, how wrong or right is it to love somebody so much with all your heart? People profess, I love him with all my heart. Charlie, bro, how wrong or right is this?
Wow. How wrong or right that would be depends on the context, and to me, the individual.
If you can get
uttering
closer to
those
the
words.
microphone for me.
Yes, my point is that how wrong or right that would be depends on the context and the individual uttering those words, especially when the person's conduct seeks to communicate otherwise of what he seems to be preaching. So we say the person preaches virtue but practices vice.
Okay.
However, I think there is nothing wrong with you telling a man or a woman that you do love the person with all your heart. The problem thereof is that most times we don't really understand those words we utter. In fact, the subject love would seem clumsy to them, but just to get that lady, like I have on my right, and just to get her, you tend to use some sugar-coated words.
Yeah, audacious words.
And the commonest of such is,
From
I
the
do with
bottom of
all
my
my heart. Because the heart performs a number of functions. And so if you're loving someone with all your heart, then the religious fanatics would ask you, where have you put God?
I see.
And that would be a question that such an individual may fumble before he or she responds. And that is why I indicated that it will be right or wrong based on the context. And then the individual who is saying that.
Where do you stand?
Well, I think there's nothing wrong with that, but there should be a limit. Yeah.
Mr. Ajiman, is
Yeah.
it prudent to give yourself all out in the name of love?
Yes. I think it is. Yes.
Fine. So, I mean, just espouse more. How
Love
I mean,
love in the classic sense of the word demands that we do. And then giving your all for love doesn't mean that you kill yourself for the individual. That is an arbitrary view of love. Okay. Love being perfect doesn't necessarily mean the other person needs to, go through some kind of unnecessary pain just to prove that the person loves you. So that is essentially the context of love. Let me use this example. Let me use religion. Per my understanding, the epitome of love is God himself. But that doesn't stop him from destroying sinners. So does the mere fact that God has declared that he loves everybody mean that he should forgo punishment for those he deems deserve that punishment? No. But that doesn't mean that the love God expresses is imperfect. So we need to understand that. So, for example, I can love someone, but it doesn't mean I have to be in a relationship with the person. Right? I care about you. I genuinely do. I love you. But if I'm not in a relationship with you, it doesn't mean the love I have for you is not perfect.
okay, watch it. Can we move ourselves away from the religious sort of love we want to probably attach to this and look at
A romantic love.
that's it. That's where I'm trying to drive our attention.
All right. So if you specify romantic love, yes, then I think with that the context,
Watch it.
the
That's what I'm
context,
talking
no,
about.
the context is different.
Okay.
All right. If I genuinely care about an individual, a girl that I am in a relationship with, and I tell the person I love her, I make a point of using that word when I actually mean it. Okay. But going all out, as in doing anything at all without any reasonable restrictions, then no.
It's not prudent.
It's not prudent. But the mere fact that you wouldn't go that extra mile doesn't mean that the love you have for the individual is not perfect. That is the point I want to get across. So you can love someone fully, but it doesn't mean you do everything without any form of restrictions. No. That becomes counterproductive.
Okay. So let me come to my lady. Walia,
Yeah.
let me just put it straight to you. How far do people normally go in the name of love?
Okay, thank you. But then people do go extreme and some to just the shallow, like. Yeah. It all
Banana.
depends on the type of person you are in the relationship with. Yeah. And when it comes to me like this, I go by this more holy book says that love your neighbor as yourself. So even if I prophesy to you that I love you, I can only love you as much as I love myself, but not more than the love I have for myself. Yeah. So loving someone to the extreme, and it's something, it happens a lot. Like our youth, for instance, it's actually happening. That is why we have a lot of those breaking ups and other things. When you go to the psychiatric, we have a lot of ladies there because they went to the extreme without doing the feasibility test. What I mean by the feasibility test is not assessing the type of person you are actually going into relationship with.
I see.
To see all the pros and cons, or what you think you can tolerate. You've not assessed the person to that level, and you just started the relationship with a person. Sorry. So in the middle of the relationship, you tend to be surprised each and every day. And how long can
you see the real person?
Yes, it starts to unfold because you failed to do your feasibility test. Yeah.
I see. So, Walia, let me ask. I mean, what are some of the rippling effects?
Come again.
What are some of the effects? Okay, of probably loving the consequences. Loving. I mean, going as you were saying, going so deep.
Yeah, going so far sometimes end up in either suicide or maybe being mentally affected, or generally, like, it tends to make the affected person bitter if the person is not able to handle the situation very well. If the person always thinks of how much he's sacrificed, how much he's lost, how much, it tends to make the person bitter. And if not taken care of, seriously, when you are idle, you see ideas start to come into your mind, crazy things, and you start doing them if care is not taken. So we have a lot of effects, seriously.
So in your opinion, is it prudent to give yourself all out? No. Would you do that?
Yeah, it is. It is. If it really demands you doing, you should.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your earlier submission probably. Okay.
Yes.
You let me.
You are okay.
But so what are the effects? I mean, what are the consequences? Giving it all out. What should you brace yourself for?
Well, regardless of how good the individual you are in a relationship with is, you can be disappointed. They can leave. People leave relationships sometimes not because they don't love their partner, but because of issues like family, religion. So the person you're in a relationship with, can be a very good person that you think deserves you to go that far, but then in the end you can be disappointed. That is one. The pain you go through, it changes you. Pain changes people. Now, what pain does is, pain serves as an evolutionary, purpose, because it gives cues from the environment as to things that are not good for our health. So once you go through that experience, you change. Your perception about relationship changes. And based on your moral fiber, you can either become bitter or you can become empathetic. Depends on the person's moral fiber. Number 3, if you go far enough, you might get someone who is also willing to go far enough. Someone who is willing to be committed in the relationship. You see, most often at times when we talk about commitment in relationships and people going far, we tend to focus so much on what happens if something goes wrong. One of the things you brace yourself up for is what happens if things go right. Because it can definitely go right. We have several relationships and marriages that have lasted for more than 10-20 years. It has stood the test of time. Right? So at the initial stages, if you're able to do your feasibility studies like Aliyah pointed to, and then you find someone who is willing to be committed in the relationship as you are, why wouldn't you want to go far? And of course, Seto, let me be honest, everything is a risk. It doesn't mean we don't have to take them. If I wake up in the morning and then I pick a taxi, there is a possibility that I can get an accident. It doesn't stop me from picking the taxi. Okay, walking from my house to even where the taxi station is to pick a taxi is an accident. I can be knocked off the road and I can die. People die from sleeping in the washroom. So yes, it is a risk. But you can reduce the risk by making sure that your initial assessments are accurate and then you make the commitment to be with this individual. It can go wrong, it can go bad, and it can be very good and excellent. You just have to brace yourself up, and then you hope and pray.
Ajana, people, I mean, do go all out. I mean, we know people do go all out, do crazy things. But then what will make somebody decide that, look, I really want to go all out for my man? I really want to go all out for my woman. I mean, what will make somebody make that decision? I really want to do this in this relationship.
Well, for an experience I've encountered, many a time, especially with regards to our young ladies, I'm sorry if this may be skewed, but this is an experience I've had. When in their mid-30s or early 30s, they feel they are getting out of age.
I get that.
And so they really want to settle. Whoever comes their way, they try to do everything possible, everything within their power to get the person stay so they can have a family life after all. But sometimes, like he said and like I indicated, before you do that, you have to assess the person. And so one, the quest to settle is one thing that would cause most people to go all out. Two, some people are swayed by their words, like we said. You know, words have effects.
I tell you.
Words are very powerful. And so imagine seeing or meeting a lady, because I'm a guy, and this lady is trying to deal with a broken heart, and I'm able to console the person and get the person out of the state. Some way, somehow, some of the words I uttered to the person comforted her. And so she begins to have a thought about me and look at me as a potential partner. And so when I realize that, and I'm also interested, I tend to get more of those words I use to comfort her in her trying times. And when she falls for such words, she would be tempted to go all out because she feels I could be someone she could trust. And then again, it is the nature of some people. I mean, some people are just like that. Regardless of the experiences they may encounter in doing that, some of them will still do it. Some, it changes them. But for the majority, because of their nature, they just do it for no reason. Yes.
Okay. So I think I'm getting it. So if I got you right, you know, various conditions come to play.
Yes, a lot of them. But most importantly with the ladies, it has to do with the pressure from society to settle. You know, they feel that, I mean, there is no time. Probably in the mid-20s, early 20s, they were just playing around. And now they feel they have come face to face with the reality. And so whoever comes their way, they tend to do almost everything for them. I have ever read a story where the lady went to the farthest extreme just to keep the guy. But unfortunately, that act wasn't appreciated. and the guy felt she had lost herself, and so he couldn't continue with such a relationship.
I see.
But there is a lady who thought that she was doing something for her to be husband, and
Okay.
it didn't go down well with her. So we have to tread cautiously so not to fall prey to some of these instances, because sometimes to the aftermath of such experiences may lead to one losing an opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, still live radio in the bed 98.3, and the show is still Love Line. Tonight, how far would you go? All in the name of love. You can join the conversation via SMS, WhatsApp, or you can call us on 0503 0503-923158. We are streaming live on Facebook at Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. Love Line will be right back after this musical break. Do not flip your dial.
Loud City Music.
Good to be Paul, baby. Yeah. Baby, my partner, mama. 1 year, Fanya, what him, I be from no back. About Sylvia, the same with the won't be able to tie to far. About Penny, the super today. So, yes, it could be a yam and no back. Tinya, but today, when I'm a dachi, the 2 sick class of punchy. Maybe I will tell them a tron when you must have minute to be penachi. Who been to you or Grasso, and I'm the guy to cancel. Your cock of Wibusia, and I call a mamma the castle. They got a gaba. Seminawa, we have to grab a for me. But then I said, Jim, one. Yankopona told me about what you know who is sick than so was sense so me. As a beginner who come to me, to us.
My own, that time of the chase, I'm them no money they owe. My own, see my hot pacoshito at the grind for my kente. My own, like the air I the feel I'm for everywhere I dey go. My own, see the money baby come chop on for me. Oh. And every day, I've got this message for you, my baby. Me, I no could left you any day. Different party, anywhere, my baby. My mama, sita, sweet. White I prospect me like chica bonita. They come me cry, one and two, Nika. Why any bana, baby, me sika. Oh, my whole life, they are there. Watch them other girl, got the whole of them away. Yeah, tell but mine. Me, I know they care. We keep the loving stingy. Man, know the shit. No way. My own. That time of the chase, I'm them no money they owe. My own. See my hot bakoshito at the grind for my kenge. My own. Like the air I the feel I'm for everywhere I dey go. My own. See the money, baby, come chop 'em for me. Oh. Or camera footage, I know you're risky. Missy would you smile, seriously. Open you want some in no chilly. We baby in the brownie, yeah. Golden tree chocolate, yeah. Ninja Tony, yeah. Each and every day, me a baby. My own. That time of the chase, I'm them no money, though. My own. See my hot pacoshito at the grind for my kente. My own, like the air I the feel I'm for everywhere I dey go. My own, see the money baby come chop 'em for me.
Live radio in the bed 98.3. The show is still Love Line, and tonight we are asking you, how far would you go in the name of love? How far would you go in the name of love? Just gone by was my own, coming from Samini featuring Saka there. And let me go straight. Watch it. Let's be sincere here. Between the men and the women who are often heartbroken from, Loving too much. And what how does it get to that limit?
This question you're asking me, you said we should be sincere.
Yeah.
I don't have any statistics that points to the gender which has been the receiving end of broken hearts.
Okay.
But per my experiences, the guys in my life have been through a lot. So yeah, that's per my experiences. So I'm talking about things I know, the ones I've heard about. Normally, guys are the receiving end.
Oh, like seriously?
Women.
Okay.
Women are stronger than we give them credit for. Women are really strong than we give them credit for.
Okay.
I don't pity women.
Huh.
I don't. They are strong. They are sharp when it comes to instincts. And they are more capable of taking care of themselves than we actually give them credit for. Yes. So I am not going to fall into the trap where we think that because women are soft, quote unquote, creatures.
You're not going to fall into the trap.
Yes, because women are,
Okay.
what we call like soft creatures. They are normally at the receiving end. No, because per my personal experiences, the kind of pains I've seen normally is the guys.
I think Walia probably shares a different opinion. Walia, what do you think? Who are often heartbroken?
Different
Oh, really?
view about
Okay.
that. Yes. I would probably say that it's the ladies. Though I don't have any statistics
You also don't have.
point out the gender. But then, no, it's not about a personal experience. But then, let's take like more people in our daily life. They always make references to, you just go to psychiatric hospitals, it's full of ladies. We tend to make such references in our daily lives a lot. Because when a woman comes out prophesying love, like she comes with her whole being, unless she have some other like reserved things this year. But then if a woman is going out fully for the person,
She's going all out.
yes, and so you going out with all this zeal and being hurt, like you see, it breaks you down, like totally, like down to the lowest point.
Ajina, what's your view on that?
On heartbreaks?
Yeah.
The
Related
gender.
it, I'm trying to relate it to the fact that the women, you spoke about the fact that women sometimes when they are aging, they have this urge to sort of go all out so they can settle down.
Yeah.
Realize, so, and often at times they end up, so personally I want to relate it to that. So
Yeah, but most times after that experience, they become vigilant. So they're kind of hard, hard in the sense that most of them, they learn from that and it translates in their subsequent relationships. But heartbreaks, I have not witnessed guys experiencing that. And with women too, I've not really seen much. But what I've heard, I think ladies tend to suffer more in relationships than guys. Though some guys
do
really
you have any experience yourself, Ajina?
no, I'm
So
I'm in the process of experiencing
you
it.
hear a lot, but you don't have any experience
No,
yourself.
the fact is that I'm in the process of
Ajina is a
that.
big, a very stout person here. If you see Ajina in the studio right now, ladies, you fall for him.
But can I come in?
Okay, let the lady do something. Yeah.
The reason I'm still like sticking stuck to my points, that is the women, because when it comes to men, like expressing their emotions, they are very vigilant about that. A man can really love a lady to the extreme, but wouldn't show it all to the lady. You see, so because they think their colleagues are going to laugh at them because, like, when I'm actually loose in the car and like you've gotten a breaking heart, and they tend to harden themselves in the midst of their friends. Though when they go inside, they suffer, but they tend to harden themselves. But then a lady doesn't care, telling the friends that, oh, this guy has broken my heart. Like, ladies, you see, it's common with ladies, but then guys, though they do go through, but they expressing it, they feel like I'm the head.
No,
why should I? But then deep down, it's eating them down, like up. But then they won't.
That is the dangerous of it all. You know, you
Dangerous.
are able to express that. I mean, so you get someone to console and comfort you. But we guys, the children alone you may receive at the hands of your colleagues.
Your colleagues. Your
Alone.
parents.
You are pushed to, keep it to yourself.
See,
And when you don't express them, you die within.
What you want to? Okay. What is it you want to say?
I mean, initially I said I don't pity women. Most of the time, the kind of
And you were strong on that.
yes, most of the
But then
time.
she's a woman and she's telling you.
That's fine. Me, I've always been looking for an opportunity to disagree with her on the show. So
okay.
women are not weak.
They are not.
They are not. Most of the times, the kind of pain they express overly. I exaggerate.
I think I'm interested in that.
Sure.
They use it. They use it
Point.
to court
The Ghana
Empathy.
some empathy, yeah.
Seth. Women are not. Now, but why do you think they say behind every successful man
There is.
is a woman?
Yeah.
Have you seen a strong woman before? Seth, I'm saying women are not weak. So me, when I am dealing with women, right,
Yeah.
I am extremely logical
Okay.
and I'm careful. They are calculating. They are very, very calculating. If you don't take care, they are going to cleverly take advantage of you without you noticing. And at the end of the day, the way they get their point across and express themselves, you are going to end up being the bad person.
Yeah, the bad person. Yeah.
Why do you think?
Serious.
No, let me finish. Why do you think women make mistakes in the relationship? The guy complains. At the end of the day, is the guy who ends up apologizing. You think they don't know what they are doing is wrong?
See the way Walaya is just
Most
watching your
times
face.
you seem to be someone who knocks when you want to express
Yes.
pleasure at what is happening.
Yes.
You are looked at, in a certain way that seems to communicate that ope casa dodo, like that kind of thing. You have a point, bro.
You see, so when I was growing up, when I was in primary DHS, SHS,
Okay.
I always felt that women
It's
were at the receiving end of a lot of foolishness from guys.
I see.
But when I grew up, I had to revise my notes. This doesn't take away from the fact that some guys are, excuse my language, jerks. They take advantage of good women. But I am telling you, right, the kind of pain guys go through that they keep to themselves. If a woman proposes to you right now, and then you say no, it's another issue. But do you know the number of times we get bounced?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
We suck it up.
it's
We suck it up.
Suck it up.
And then we walk away. And someone will say, we move.
You know what?
And they will call you bestie.
Just hit
Yeah.
it. Walaya want to say so. Just hit it there. Walaya, what is it on your?
That
on
they
your
are
mind?
wicked wink. Bestie.
Walaya, I think you are trying to
surprising.
you're trying to say something. You wanted to just jump.
Aliyah is surprised.
I mean, but with Boachi saying that ladies knows what they are doing, but yet still get relaxed for the guys to apologize. Do you also know the number of times ladies do apologize to their men? No, you don't, because
For
sometimes
not even doing anything, just trying to keep the relationship, I guess.
no. Sometimes you see, like, a man
I'm
can
sorry.
be in a relationship.
Ladies know how to say
And
I'm
then,
sorry.
of course, a man can be in a relationship with one lady and see another lady who he thinks that, oh, like, I want to also go out for this lady too.
Have some
But
champagne
he's not going
want
to break up with the first lady.
Don't do same.
No, wait. Without not breaking up with the first lady, and then the lady sees that a lady who really wants to keep the man knows that what the husband is doing is wrong, but will still come out fully
even try and
to
apologize.
pamper the man in order to what? Make the man.
She rather will apologize.
Yes, like on him said the bear money and is not good.
Crazy,
Or
yeah.
like yeah, you might decide to break up with me and then go. So things people do for love is that I know what he is doing is wrong, but then
I still have
I want to
just-
keep
oh,
him.
Charlie.
I don't want to
But
lose
you
him.
need and summon.
So-
Or me,
Eh?
me, I don't even have time
That
for
will be the
myself.
day he will come home and see his favorite meal set.
Seto,
I
see,
tell you, Charlie,
I don't
Charlie-
even-
Maria is giving some
I don't even have
Giving
time.
him massages and all those things.
I don't have
him.
I don't have time for myself. Before the program started, I was watching something on my laptop.
Okay.
Aliyah wanted to draw my attention to something. No, like me, my mind wasn't there. We fought for like 5 to 10 minutes. I got defended by this gentleman over here. Thank you very much for defending me. That's just Aliyah.
Okay.
She's not my girlfriend. Imagine if she was my girlfriend. She'll probably not speak to me for the rest of the evening unless I buy her chocolate the next morning.
Ah.
I understand that some guys are jecks. I mean, I've made it clear. But most of the guys I know, they do that. Okay, but then they value their girlfriends in their own way. That is the reason why they would never break up with a girl. But I think there is another layer. Women, right, they need a reason to engage in intercourse.
Coitus.
Yes. If a girl feels comfortable having relationship with another guy when she's in a relationship, it's two things. It's either she is one of them or she's fallen out of love.
See.
And in most cases, it's because she's fallen out of love.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take kindly to that because I know I'm losing someone I care about. But for guys, it's different. Everything goes. That is the reason why sometimes when a guy decides to settle down, we look beyond.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know the kind of strength women have to be able to withstand that kind of thing some guys do. Women hardly do that. But that thing, I think, every guy I see engage in that act loses the respect I have for them. We have married people who will put their ring down with the sole aim of going around sleeping with people.
Charlie.
It's disgusting. It's embarrassing. Society likes to make it feel like it's normal. It is not. And I don't agree with that. But my point still remains. I'm saying both genders can be bad.
Yeah.
But sometimes women are not weak. They are not. They really know how to handle emotions more than guys do.
Maybe that is because of the experiences they go through.
No. I think it's part of their core makeup.
No. It's
you see-
because of our background. You see, when you and your siblings, like among our siblings, you see the lady from birth is being taught how to cater for a man.
And be
From
submissive.
birth, yes, to be some. You see, you are in the same house with your sister, but then after eating, mom will be like, "Won't you take your brother's bowl?
I wash my bowl.
Won't you wash for your brother? Won't you
I
do
don't know,
this
you
for your
wash your own
brother?"
bowls.
But
I wash my own
do you remember, or can you make any reference to your mom telling you that, "Won't you help your sister wash?" No, they don't. So ladies,
You finish.
from the orientation, the background orientation has been groomed
Okay.
to be able to tolerate men, to cater for men, to understand men. But then guys they don't.
Hey.
Unless they
Aliyah,
come in.
Guys
if
are
you're a
grown
guy,
to be-
see, no, I
I'm talking about right from birth. Ladies are being
No.
trained that way.
ladies are trained to take care of their homes,
And who is the
including
home?
their husband. No, let me finish.
Okay.
But when it comes to patience in a relationship, guys need more. Seto, if you're a guy and you're not patient, if you're a guy,
Yeah, on my way, Gabakra, Walia Gabakra.
if you are a guy and you are not patient, You can't be in a relationship even for 2 months.
I tell you, bro. Personal experience.
You see, women have a certain attitude. They are not bad.
No.
Okay, but they will stretch you. I am telling you. They can get angry at you, right? For what? For even changing a television channel.
Oh, there is this video that the lady called a guy. Hey, we are breaking up. Then she drops the call. After a few minutes, she call again. So you're not calling me to apologize. You have a lady.
You understand? Sometimes it can be annoying. See, for example,
that is when you don't understand your lady. Probably you.
Oh, guys, we have Bosheba in the studio. He's coming, but then he will take the last bite when we are running out.
They intentionally do that.
They both. You see, when it comes to love, it's not a one-party thing. It's both parties trying to understand your partner and then always trying to increase the communication.
Walia, what is the best way? What is the best way to prove your love for your man?
Okay, for me personally, I think the communication is one of the things. I don't stop communicating.
You should be specific with your communication, because I wouldn't want to talk about some fight you are having with your roommate. I'm not interested.
Okay, so maybe
you
some
understand?
some how do you call it? Naughty communication here and there, erotic.
Yeah,
that's happen. Yeah, it all make a whole. But then sometimes, like I told you, I'll be traveling, and I feel like I've gotten to this point. I need to update my guy on where exactly I've gotten to.
Okay.
So it tends to make me call you like, it's always make you know what I'm doing, what is going on. I don't leave you in the suspect. Neither, you see, much is given and much is always what I expected. Sorry. So whilst I'm doing this to you, I expect you to give me the same thing, but you realize that it will always be one party doing that, and then the other party will see it to be like.
Well, what I believe is that for you to really prove your love to someone, you the individual has to understand and know yourself, and understand how best you also understand love.
Yeah.
You know, we have languages of love.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a subject for a different day. When you are able to identify the language you best understand, most times that is the language you try to communicate to with your partner.
Yes.
But what happens is that you have to take time to get to know what she'd also best understand.
Yeah.
So that once you're doing what you feel okay for you, you're able to veer off and then do what would make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But if you think that, for instance, the language you understand is words of affirmation, and so you think that she also needs that, you're getting it all wrong.
Yeah.
You are different people. She probably may need quality time or affection.
Yeah.
So if you think that because someone compliments you, you feel okay, you doing so to your partner will make you feel okay. No. So it all boils down to the fact that before you start whatever relationship with anyone you want to go out with, you have to understand the personality of the individual. And then based on that, you're able to know how to relate with the person. Because if you know the person, you will be able to deal with most of the challenges that may arise in the course of the relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, but that's mine.
Absolutely. So you see, there is no single way to demonstrate love to your partner because of individual differences. For example, I learned today that if Aliyah is talking to me, I should pay attention. So it's something.
I listen.
It's something I've learned. One of her love languages. If she's talking to you, pay attention.
That is quality time.
Yeah.
She needs your full attention. Yeah.
So you see, I've put the laptop away so that I can listen to her.
Some of these are the
Okay,
basic
guys.
things.
So in wrapping up, you heard the letter. I read. The lady seemed to have done everything for the gentleman. Sometimes even skipping home. Sometimes having issues with her parents, sometimes having issues with her siblings, just to prove her love for this gentleman. And the guy will just jump onto the next girl and have fun. What advice are you giving her?
Kwame, the issue is that we guys are quite complicated sometimes. And like I said, you don't go out to give all yourself in a relationship with minimal understanding of the personality of the individual you think you're doing that for. For example, the language I best understand is words of affirmation. I am not into gifts and stuff. So you may think that buy me gifts, spending time with me and all that would make me happy. Hell no. Just appreciate the little I do, and that is all. And so if you are with a guy, like the story you just read, and you're trying to do everything possible to keep him, probably doesn't want to be kept. So why are you stretching yourself to keep something that does not want to be kept? Sometimes we just bring the problems and troubles on our own selves. So the little advice I would give her is that she should give herself some time, if possible. Talk to the gentleman and then get to know her fate in the relationship before she commits the grave mistake of her life.
But then there's this thing I've noticed about guys. If a lady comes out or to a man, the man tends to take this lady for granted. in things that are being given out so simple and easy, you tend not to focus on that. But you see this particular guy going out for a lady that he's gone like everything possible, but he's not getting the attention of that lady, but he's still pursuing that lady. Whilst behind doors, he has this particular lady that she's doing everything. She cooks for this guy, like does everything. All the 5 love languages. The lady has been able to identify the one that very guy was. But the guy, because he's not like doing anything extra to get that thing, he's getting it on a silver platter. He's not taking good care of it. He doesn't cherish it, but rather going after someone that even doesn't
just
think
as
of
this
him.
gentleman is doing.
God bless you.
Okay,
Seth,
but yes, you want to add
Seth,
something to
yes,
it?
let me add something. The guy is going after the girl because he has seen something in that girl. Okay, that doesn't. So if you are someone is asking a guy out, the reason why a guy ain't asking it out is because say probably the guy hasn't seen that thing in her, and then she is saying say no, she likes the guy. You understand? So there is that fundamental difference that I want to buttress upon. That same guy, if for example the daughter of Queen Elizabeth or Nadia Buhari or Yvonne Nelson comes to the guy and tell the guy say she likes him, I think the guy will take them for granted. You understand? So it is not about what the guy, and you see, let me be honest, let me be brutally honest. I mean, how many girls who actually knows their worth are doing something good for themselves to go their way to go and ask a guy out? They won't, right? You see, let's call a spade a spade. Okay, see, I've fallen in love once. I mean, I was all in with everything I had,
including his glasses.
you yourself.
but yes, but I wasn't the first person who used the L word. She was, and I didn't take her for granted because she told me she loves me. No, I didn't, because when and who said the L word first to me is irrelevant. At the end of the day, it is what the person is bringing to the table.
Yeah.
That makes the difference.
You understand? That is the reason why most often at times girls will be crashing on their lecturers or that cute teaching assistant who knows a thing or two about like books yourself, and then like academics. Yourself. Right? Because the girl had seen something valuable, so she wants it. The same goes for the guys, right? But then when girls normally like to make reference to conventions when it benefits them. I'm being brutally honest. when it benefits them the most. right? So Seto, whether you tell the guy you like him or not is irrelevant. The most important thing is what you are bringing to the table. Because if, for example, you know your worth and then you like this particular gentleman, he's probably scared to approach you because obviously he thinks, oh, this girl here, I'm not her type, right? But then once you make the attempt, and then, I mean, if you listen to Barack Obama, there is not a single day in Barack Obama's speech that he doesn't make reference to Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
There are some things he can even say on national television that Obama was like, she has a good political instinct than I do.
He does.
And there are some core decisions before he passes it by Michelle Obama. And of course, I don't know whether people are listening to me on Facebook Live, but you see, we have a problem as a society because we've created a society where we give value to people based on their appearances, especially the girls, based on their appearances. So right now, the interest and efforts is disproportionate between physical appearance and actually developing their brains and then their minds. Right? So they focus more on, okay, am I using an iPhone? What is the latest clothing in town? Rather than, building their mind and then their capacity as individuals.
Yeah, majority of them in our days.
Okay, but if you make reference to it right now,
not very iPhone
someone made a funny comment. The person said, "I'm an enemy to the female gender."
In the camera, that is it.
Yeah, she was just
guys, Charlie, I think we've done quite enough for tonight. It's been great having you around. But then let's finish up with your COVID-19 messages and maybe some shout outs, and we get to leave the studio. So starting with you, Arjuna.
Yes, COVID-19 is real. I think this morning the news, Germany is running into another lockdown with stringent measures.
Yes.
There's a surge, a new wave.
The second or third wave. We just have to be careful. And I think the World Health Organization has sent a message that in this festive season, as we all find ourselves in that joyful mood to celebrate with families, we should not be oblivion to the fact that something is hanging around our necks. And at the least provocation, we may be wailing. And so I do entreat us all to adhere to the protocols. At least, if for nothing at all, put your mask on. That alone could save you and your family, your friends, and also the hand sanitizing issue. It's something we should pay attention to. Yeah.
Right. Any shout outs to anybody?
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Richard Awudi, the administrator for the Department of English, and my regards to Dr. Marcin Chiliang and condolences to him for the demise of his brother. I wish him all the best, and I pray that the good Lord would keep him in these trying times. Yeah, God bless all the staff of the Department of English. Yeah.
Right, Boache, your COVID-19 message, and shout out to the special lady.
No one ever thinks it will happen to them until it happens. COVID-19 is real. If you don't care about your life, at least care about the people around you. Yes, your family members, and then your colleague workers, and then your friends. So, I mean, the normal protocols: wear the mask, and then use hand sanitizer, and then wash your hands. And then I would also want to say congratulations to Aliyah. This is her first time of being on air, and
she's done pretty well.
Yes,
she's done very well. She has a very soft.
Hey.
Yeah. So
this English department people, soft words.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know the first conversation I had with Aliyah, I asked her whether GPA is an accurate measurement of a person's intelligence, and then she actually gave a wonderful submission. That was the point where I said, okay,
Aliyah
is someone I can be friends with. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. So
So
yes, and then Godspeed is listening to me. He's a national service personnel, an amazing personality. He's nice. He goes on well with everybody, and then my director, Dr. Ephraim Kwaidu, he's my godfather, and then my mom, Patricia, Happy Abuating, the Gatti Hall manager.
yeah, she's my mom too, you know.
Yes.
I know she's doing the listening. Is it that she's on Facebook or she's doing the listening?
Yes,
on radio?
she recently got her PhD.
Ah,
So she's a doctor now.
doc.
Oh,
Wow,
she's such an
congrats.
inspiration. And then
Yeah.
hopefully when I'm doing my master's thesis, I'll be calling up on her. Yeah. So
That's fine. So finishing with you, let's end up with you. Walia.
yeah, Aliyah is starting her master's also. So
Oh, that's pretty beautiful.
Okay, so before I would want to conclude on the topic we just discussed.
You still have something
See,
stuck up
yeah,
there.
like one of the things we should always keep in mind is every relationship should work towards achieving a particular goal.
Good, okay.
You should set a goal before you even start the relationship, because doing something without a goal or any objectives, it's like, oh, cause open my weapon. But then I think if you have any objectives or goals set, it's going to at least guide you so that you don't
veer off.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
fine.
so shout outs to all Ghanaians practicing the safety precautions to COVID-19, and then also shout outs to Mr. Ghani Joseph. Here's my boss at work, and then also shout out to all my colleagues and my bosses at work. Dad, me, Auntie Susie, Mr. Alfred, Mr. Francis. Shout outs to every national service personnel in UW.
Right. So, ladies, gentlemen, grateful. I had Mr. Boachi Ajiman. He is a senior IT assistant at the IT Services Directorate, UEW. I also had Mr. Alex Ajanadia, formerly with the Department of English Education. And our new entrant.
Shout out to me.
One more shout out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout outs to my little girl at work, Elena Tanara. Yeah.
Elena, you got that? Sure. So I also had Walia Issa Badmos. She's with the iTech PD Finance here at the UEW. I had Bosheba. Bosheba came through, but then he came pretty late. Bosheba, you want to spill a word before? You know, just
Oh. Hello, everyone. Okay, so I want to say that
in 30 seconds.
Yes, I want to say that with everything that has been said here, there's, this thin voice when you want to be in a relationship with someone that resonates with you. Pay attention to that voice. Pay particular attention to it. And if you do, you know exactly what to do. You know when to stop, you know when to go ahead, and you know when to get out. It's very important.
Okay. Yeah. So, shout out somewhere.
Oh, shout outs to all those rapping live, especially to Aliyah. She looks lavish.
I tell you.
And of course, my brother Boachi, is always a pleasure to have you.
How about your brother Ajina?
I know. Oh. As for Kwame here, don't mind him. Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, grateful having you. It's been yet another wonderful edition of Love Line. I wish you can go on and on and on and on, but then time is just not a good friend. So the show, as usual, was produced by Bright Fuga. I had Maestro on the consoles. And as usual, it's been me, Mr. Wemega Minister said, it's been me, Kwame Dankwa, your relationship coach. And before I sign out, I say, right in the corner, where you are, I'm trying to see if I can leave you with KK Fosu's Lovers Rock featuring Adina. You have a good evening.
Kayasinyina media Akami don't wanna bet this so I won't for never to your Maria Having major fear never to nada I can keep up